Alright, Kels, this is kind of how I start off. This is my skein of yarn that I got. It's called Waltz. It's a sachet brand that you get from Walmart. I basically unravel it and I put it on the paper towel roll because while you're knitting, you have a tendency of getting your yarn twisted up and it takes forever to get untwisted. So I just basically take my time, and sometimes it takes quite a bit of time. Now this is only like I've already made one scarf out of this, so there's not much left on here. It's normally pretty thick, so. But I take a regular latch hook needle. I do not use the crochet needle because when I start doing my scarves, it has a tendency of coming down and falling off this edge right here, and then your scarf unravels and it truly pisses you off, so no fun. So I'm just going to unravel some. And then basically what we're going to do is, the instructions will tell you to at least get 4 holes, double holes when you're doing this. I just double it over. I really don't measure it. As long as I can get at least 3 or 4 holes in here, I'm happy. But if you look at the top of you're going to work on your top row here. And you'll always work on the top row as far as I'm concerned. You're going to skip this one. You're going to stick it in through your first one here. Okay, I go through the front, and then I wrap around, of course. And then I'm going to skip this one, and I'm going to go into the next one. That would be 2. And this is actually the hardest part of it. And then I skip your next hole, the next 2 double holes, and then I go into your next one. And that's 3. So that's basically, because they're doubled, that would be, and I know it's kind of hard to see with this, that's 1, and there's 2, and that would be your 3. Okay, and you're basically what they call, when you're wrapping this needle around and putting it in that hole, it's called casting on. I'm sure you know that. But we've got 3, there's 4, and we're going to go to 10. We're going to skip a hole, 5, skip a hole, 6, skip 7, and then we're going to skip 8, skip 9, and then we go skip and 10. But on the last one, we're going to go ahead and do 1 more, so it can begin our new one. So we're going to go to 11, and then we're going to pull all of those through. Okay. And make sure you kind of tighten it up here, because it has a tendency of getting loose, and when it gets loose, then you have a 9-foot scarf that you don't want. So, and if you have it tight, normally they're like 65 to 70 inches, sometimes 50 to 60 inches, just depending on the type of yarn you get. But now after you pull your 11th one through, I go back and I find, like, I don't know if you can see it because of the carpet and everything, but there's a tiny little hole right there, and I normally just stick my needle through there, and I go ahead and I just do that one. That keeps all of this from unraveling, and it's a pain, I'm telling you, it's a pain to stop it unraveling once it starts unraveling on you. Okay, so there's your one. You got 1 on there. We'll go ahead and do another set, and I'll show you something else. There, then we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and there's my 11. So I'm going to go ahead and latch the hook there, and I pull that all through. There's that. And then I just do, now it doesn't have to necessarily be that little bitty hole there. It can still be right here, but just as long as you get that one latch there. Let me try this again. There. As long as you get that one there, it's going to help you keep your scarf secure. Okay? And then, like, when you want to stop, If I can find it, and I can't find it right now. But what I do is I put a bobby pin right through here. I just put a bobby pin right through this one little hook right here, this loop right there, and then I can pull my needle out, and that way this won't unravel. But you can kind of tell that it's, you know, it's starting to ruffle up and everything else like this. Now then, if you went through every hole, it would turn into like a bell shape. If you went into every sixth hole, you know, like every other one, but do 6 instead of 10, then you're just going to have a smaller scarf. It's going to be more lightweight, not as ruffly. 10 makes it pretty ruffly. And then on your very last one, Kels, that's the only other thing that you really need to know. On your very last one, you'll do your 6 or your 10 or whatever you're going to do, and then just say that you've cut off, or this is the end of your yarn here. Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take your needle and you're going to wrap that needle right there, and you're going to pull all of the remainder thread all the way through that one hole. Just all of it. Just wrap it up just like that, wrap it onto there and pull it through that hole, and once you get it all pulled through, just tie a knot in it and cut it. And that's basically how you do it. So I hope this helped. If it didn't, you can call me and ask me. Alright, talk to you later. I love you. Give that baby a kiss. Bye-bye.